Welcome to the Make a Meditation podcast. Hi, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Bel.
And welcome to our first podcast together in about a month. Are you feeling better?
So much better. I had strep throat. It was horrible. It was the worst pain I've ever had in my life. Thought I was dying in my bed.
But now you're all better, so you can come back and have a little fun. So today we're going to go into mostly all about lipstick. Lots of different things going on in the world of lipstick right now. So what are your rules for lipstick? Do you have rules when you're wearing your lipstick?
Well, I definitely would. So, I go through my routine, my moisturizer, but I put foundation. Take the brush and put my foundation on my face, and I put it on my lips too to make sure it's all dry and blotted. And then my lipstick is the last to come on. Everything else I do, my brows, my eyeshadow, my mascara, but the lips are my last. And that's the best part because I love lipstick. It's the best, like every color. So I actually, when you talk about rules, I can't have it glossy. It has to be matte, all matte for me. I love, or creamy / matte, but not glossy, not shiny for me.
Do you have any lip gloss at all?
I do, and I've worn it, but it's just when I eat, it comes off right away. But when I find that when you wear matte colors, it stays on. They'll stay on the whole day for me. I would just have to just put a little bit, but pretty much it stays on my lips all day long. That's why I like it, because it's just dry. But matte colors are my favorite. So I love this topic. I was thinking we should just have an array of like hundreds of lipsticks to talk about.
We do. Well, kind of. There's lots of new ones coming out. And do you put on lipstick before you're eating, or how many times do you think you reapply a day?
Probably maybe 2 to 3 times. If I feel
and like it stays on that bad?
It stays on. Even if I drink water, like I feel like it'll wipe off just a tiny bit, but then I just kind of put it right back on again on these puppies.
And do you always wear liner with it?
Always. Yeah, I've tried without the liner, and I don't like it. And I love mixing. I always do an opposite color. So if like with this color, I put on a brown liner. If I do red, then it's obviously going to be more brighter pink. But I'm wearing a brown lip liner. But I always wear a lip liner. Always. How about you?
So you'd be proud of me. I actually bought a drugstore brand. It's not
you
very.
Did?
Yeah.
What did you get?
It's not a drugstore thing for me, but so I bought 2 NYX liners.
Nice.
In beige truffle and nude truffle. I think those are the 2 colors that I got, and I actually like them. I was kind of surprised, but no, not bad at all.
Okay.
And they're like $7, which isn't bad. I mean, some of my Chanel lip liners are like upwards of $40. So I was pretty damn surprised about how they looked and the performance, and they sit on pretty well.
And it went on smoothly?
It went on smoothly. But then I got the Makeup Forever, their lip liners. Some of their lip liners can double as eyeliners.
Really?
So the formula they have, so their cacao one I use actually under my eyes today, and I can use it on my lips too. Yeah. So it's a cool tone brown. It was nice. But I thought you'd be proud of me because I actually bought some things. That was from the drugstore, and I really don't do that.
What color are you wearing?
I'm trying. So this is Macximal, which we'll get into a little bit later, but it's called VG2 Viva Planet. So it's part of their new Macximal line, and it's one of their Viva really Glam. Ooh, there we go.
Ooh, that's pretty. So I like that.
We'll go in a little. So Viva Glam is 100% of the proceeds from Viva Glam are donated. So their sales associates don't take commission on it. It's usually about $33 a lipstick, and they donate 100% of the proceeds to a different charity. So
Well, that's
I thought it was kind
nice.
of cool, and it's a really nice. It's a nice color, and it's a nice lipstick. And then I'm
It's super
wearing
pretty.
and then I'm wearing 2 different lip liners. Another thing, integrating another Bel routine into my routine. So I'm wearing Cork by MAC, and I'm wearing Stone by MAC.
Ooh,
So
that's really pretty.
I started following someone on TikTok, Miss Megan Robinson, and she always says Stone for definition. So she always uses MAC Stone around her lips for definition. So I tried it today. I like it.
So
it works.
It more. That's really pretty. That's really good.
Yeah, it gives more definition around. But I've never, and I don't do matte at all. So I did matte because I do like the new formula. But so you have any other rules for? Do you ever match your lipstick to what you're wearing? Like red lipstick with a red dress? No.
No. So if I wear red, I would do opposite. Probably do more of a brown tone. I don't know why. I would do opposite on that. But obviously, I like dark colors. I like really bold, dark colors. My go-to is always a brown color. I always go for either, I'll do like a lighter brown or a darker brown. Just depends. But I'll mix 3 or 4 colors actually. I'll just go all over and see which one works. And then I'll blot it. And then I'll reapply again, and I'll blot it, and I keep on playing with the colors just to see which one I like better. But what about you? Do you match?
Not really. I usually do neutrals. I was looking at my lipstick collection and my lip gloss collection because I am usually wearing lip gloss. It's all neutral colors. Like I have a couple reds, but it's all mostly either nude colors or neutral colors. So
I love red. I
do bold.
I love red. I love bright red, but sometimes, or I like more of a deep red, like a scarlet red.
Yeah.
Or I think, and I'll do occasionally. I'll do the red lip liner just to top it out even more so. But
and you can try Stone for definition around your lips.
Yeah.
Try it.
I'll try it.
I thought it was pretty cool. So just a new. Then I reorganized my lipstick drawer last night with new organizers too.
Ooh.
So I always feel better when I organize things and I can find things a lot more easier. So
what kind of organizer did you get for your lipsticks? Are they the ones
from Amazon?
Is it the ones where you put it in the hole, or is it?
Yeah, it's in my drawer, and so I organize it by like it's like little squares, and you put little squares, and you put the different lipsticks in the squares, and then the ones that are too long, I got a different organizer because they were falling over. So my longer lipsticks are organized differently than my regular lipsticks, and then my larger packaging lipsticks are organized differently. I have issues. Okay, everything has to be in its place.
Organized on all your lipsticks. Yeah. I have mine organized. And I probably need to get one of those from Amazon as well, just to visually see everything that I have.
It wasn't expensive, and it was just overnight Amazon, so I got it the next day, and then I was super excited to veg out and organize my makeup.
It's always what is it? It's relaxing.
Yes, it is, and it's to organize.
To get all your things together, especially all those colors. It's just such a fun palette to look at, isn't it? All of it.
It's kind of because all your stuff at once. It's like when you're a kid and you have to pick up all your kid toys off the floor and put them in like your toy chest. It's just the same thing. Everything's organized. But and I realized the other day because my friend and I were talking about her daughter. She organizes her makeup, and I think it's because it just quiets like the thought process in your head. Because all you're doing one thing and you have to focus on that one thing. So it's another form of meditation, is just organizing and keeping everything in a straight place, because, it keeps your thoughts straight and you can get ready easier in the morning.
Have you ever done where you're like, hey, I didn't know, I forgot I had this. Have you?
Yeah. Yes. All the time.
I forgot that I had this palette or this
all
lipstick.
Of them.
All of it. I'm going to use it today.
50. Yes, today. Well, I thought I lost my wedding lipstick last night, too. I was pretty upset.
Ooh, what color is that one?
It's Victoria Beckham. I would have to take it out, but it was a Victoria Beckham one. And I was like, I thought I had 2 of them. And the one that I had wasn't the one that I wore at my wedding. And I was almost losing it. And then it was on the bed. because when I organized it, I put all the stuff on the bed and almost forgot to put it back in. But
You're
I found it.
oh, you're like, there
Yeah.
it is.
I told Dad, I was like, I lost my wedding lipstick, and he looked at me like I was absolutely insane as usual. It's like, I'm like, but I found it. He's like, okay. I'm sentimental. Keep my wedding lipstick.
You have to be.
So,
That's something
have to
very
be.
special.
Yeah. So you never wear gloss.
Once in a blue moon, I will wear a gloss, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's just, my lips are out there. I don't know. It just feels like it's just so shiny. And I love it when everybody else wears it. But when I wear it, I just feel like I just see these lips that are so shiny, and it's just overwhelming to me. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. I don't know. As if I just put some grease on my lips. I just not me. Just not me.
I think we need to find you a different formula. Is it too sticky?
Yeah, and I feel like it comes out of the lines. So when I wear matte, everything stays in the lip liner. But then when I wear a lip liner and then I'll put some gloss over it, I feel like it just crosses that line. It just, I don't know. I don't like it. I've tried.
You don't like coloring outside the lines?
No, I don't
like
like
it. You like to stay in the coloring lines?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. I don't like it. I like everything to just be where it's supposed to be. And it's not supposed to leave
your mouth. You know you can reapply it, right? Or clean it. Okay.
You kill me. You kill me.
So no gloss for Bel.
I'm just going to stick
What
with
about just in the center of your lips? Instead of putting it all over?
I've tried that too. And I don't know. I just end up going back to taking that color and just putting it right back on my lips. I've tried.
Yeah.
And I love it whenever I see somebody else wear it. It's so pretty and lips are so shiny. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm just not a gloss person.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever be a matte lipstick person, but I think I'm starting to like it more and more. Because you're right, it stays on your lips. I think when I get ready, because I get ready in the 5X mirror, like you look okay, but you don't realize that no one sees you 5 times what you're supposed to look like. So
that is crazy. The 5X mirror. I gotta see that.
It's just like a little one that sits on my bedroom, but it helps because I can't see in my eyes in my 40s and my eyes are starting to go. So helps me get ready. But then you look at yourself in that mirror and you're like, I hope I don't really look like that. So,
well, I have my mirror that I flip, and then when I get too close to it, it's just not. You have a set of tweezers, and you get close to that mirror, and then you just start doing things to your face that you're not supposed to. So you got to flip that mirror right back. So you're like, keep me away from it. I just don't want to see my mustache.
Yeah. Oh, Bel. So no 5X mirrors.
No, I guess I'll just stay away from that. Yeah, not a good idea. Not a good idea. And I'm sure, like, when you get close to it, you'll see all the pores. That'll freak me out because then I'm a picker. I like to squeeze and pick.
Ugh. I think that's another form of OCD and organizing. But so back to lipstick. Back on topic. So no gloss for Bel. We'll fix that. We'll get it. We'll get you a gloss that you like that you can use.
If there's a gloss that stays on all day long, that'd be a good one. If it was just shiny and it didn't wipe off, it had a matte undertone to it. You
can't have a gloss with a matte.
Well, maybe. You never know.
Well, there's they do the matte lipstick or the lipstick that stays on, but they put the gloss over. I think Chanel has one, but I think the gloss wears off and the lipstick just stays on. I have a couple of them. I have it more. So gotta try something new, just like me.
All right. Okay. Maybe next show I'll have shiny lips.
Gloss. Greased lips. I'm gonna give you you need to just put on MAC lip gloss.
Well, you know what? I had do you remember when back in the day it was the gloss that was like a big fat ball? Do you remember that one?
We were talking about it, the vanilla one.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So I do have one like that. That's and it's really sticky though. I've tried
Hmm.
it. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I can't eat food if it's just all sticky on my lips.
I did find one. I bought an Anastasia one. I actually had to return because it like balled up on my lips. It was really weird.
What do you mean
You know how when you put hyaluronic acid on sometimes, and if you don't put enough moisture, it like forms those little like ball on your lips,
like did it do like
like
crumbs
goopy.
on your?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
crumbs on my lips.
crumbs.
So I
Yeah.
actually returned it. And I don't really return stuff, and I was like, "What in the?" And that just horrible formula, you know. But I wear other of her lip glosses that have like glitter in them or something. But that formula is just, I don't know what happened, but I've never had a lip gloss do that to me before. So that went back to Ulta.
Okay.
So yes. So speaking of MAC, and we were talking about, they did bring out a new matte formula, which is the one that I'm wearing today. So go over a little bit of history of MAC and the story of MAC. So it was formed in 1984 by Frank Toscan and Frank Angelo. Unfortunately, Frank Angelo has since passed away, but Frank Toscan has been on a couple of podcasts talking about the brand. It was formed in Canada again in 1984. It was bought by Estee Lauder in 1994, and then they moved their headquarters to New York in 1998. So I was looking at Russian Red and Ruby Roo. Have you ever had either one of those?
Ruby Woo.
So yeah.
Back I I bought that one, and I love. It's such a pretty color. But
Mm-hmm.
when I applied it on my lips, it was, oh my god, it was just so dry. It was just way too dry. It did not go on smoothly. I love that color, but I probably wore it a handful of times just because it was just way too dry. Way too dry. It was like, my goodness, need some moisture in there. Put some gloss on to roll that wooby woo.
Oh, see, gloss. See, that does need gloss. Told you need a lip gloss. So the funny thing is that, so I tried Russian Red first, and I actually, I didn't like it, and I like blue reds, but so Russian Red was originally designed for Madonna on the 1990 Blonde Ambition tour. MAC designed it for her, and Ruby Roo was done in 1999, and it was actually by mistake. So it came out in the retro matte lipstick collection. It's the only one surviving from the collection. The formula has stayed the same. But what happened was they wanted to make Russian Red not so matte. So they reformulated the texture, and the texture change made a new color. And so they reintroduced the new Ruby Roo as Russian Red, but there was a revolt because people miss the drag of the Russian Red lipstick on their lips. So they switched the Russian Red back to its original formula and then made Ruby Roo its own formula, and they haven't changed since they were inception. So if you thought Ruby Roo was matte, I guess Russian Red was even a more matte formula.
Oh, really? Really, really but dry.
Really dry. Yeah, people like that because I never liked the matte drag on your lips because I don't like things going on smooth. It's probably why I stick to more lip gloss. But I guess the original formula of Russian Red just drug across your lips, so they wanted to change it, and they came up with Ruby Woo. And now we have Ruby Woo. It's actually, I tried it on the other day and actually liked it better than Russian Red.
Really?
So I bought it in the new, I bought it in the new formula, which they just came out with. We talked a little bit about, called Macximal. I think it launched about a month ago, but I mean,
oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. It's got like a pinkish red.
So it has a blue. It's probably by lighting, but it has a blue undertone. So that when they reformulated, it has this it has that vanilla MAC smell. It brings me back to the 90s. So
I love it. Oh, that's so
really
pretty.
cool. I love it too. And they redid it. Yeah, so they have so they came out with 39 shades. Most of them I found were at Ulta, is where I went to get it. They redesigned the bullet a little bit. I don't have an original bullet to show you, but I picked up 8 of them. So I did my research. and I picked up 8 shades. So I got Ruby Roo, the Viva Glam, which I think might be my favorite. I got Whirl. I got Soar. If you know me, you know why. I got You Wouldn't Get It.
What
I
color
got
is that
Mirror.
one? What is?
This is Mirror.
Are they? Ooh, that's pretty too. Oh,
I power shopped in 10 minutes, and then I got Velvet Teddy. So those are all the shades that I picked up, and I picked all them up in probably about 10 minutes going into Ulta, because they were just, my Ulta is like, it's like power shopping. I go in, get what I want, and then right back out.
leave.
So yeah, I leave out 10 minutes out. See you later. So, but Ruby Roo, I love it. So I tried it on the other night, and I would have to only, I mean, it's a very bold color, and I wouldn't wear a lot more makeup than the lipstick, but I think I'm in love. I might try it out pretty sometime soon. So, did you pick up any?
I picked up one, and I wanted just to see what the hype was all about, and I was amazed. So I picked up Burning Love, and this 305 Burning Love, and it is,
I love it.
sort of like a
Is it more neutral?
Pink, very like a deep pink. But this formula is amazing, just like you said.
Yeah.
And the velvety cover, amazing. I'm so amazed. I need to get more colors. I love it. And it's still matte, but it goes on smoothly. You don't have to stop short and then just keep on going this way. It just goes all the way around your lips. I love it.
Yeah, and I was pretty surprised. And they said that it goes on shiny, but it dries down matte. And I think that's why it goes on so smooth, is they added different oils to it. So it goes on smooth, but once you put it on, it actually dries down matte, and then it stays pretty well. So, but I was bragging about it. I know we had a long conversation about it, and you didn't get it at first, but I'm glad that you picked one up.
Yes.
And you saw what the hype is about. Yeah, and it is all over TikTok by all the influencers that usually go over lipsticks and stuff, but I love it. Maybe it has possibly changed my opinion on matte lipstick. Well, since I picked up so many of them, maybe I'll start wearing them more. But
do you wear gloss? Research. Do you wear gloss every single day?
I usually I do, but I'm gonna try to change it up a little bit and wear more matte lipstick, and I think I'm gonna try to use a brush. I think that's another thing I'm going to try to do, is use a brush with it and then blend out the lip liner and the lipstick just to play around and see, just to do different looks.
So I used a brush the other day, and so I had a lighter lip color, neutral, and I ended up getting a darker color, and I took the brush and I went around. I already had my lip liner, but I went around the edges of my lip, and then I have a moment right now.
When you push your lips together? I mean, there might be a technical term, but I don't know the technical term for putting your lips together. Actually, I think there is a technical term. I just don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So I used the brush, and the reason being too, I had no more color, so I had to use a brush, and I couldn't stick my lip in that hole, so I used brush to put it on my lips. So I had
so you completely went down below the bullet to the lip stick?
Yeah.
Kind of like your foundation? Yeah. Damn, do you know why do we do this? You know you can buy more, right?
I know, but I like to get every last drop of everything. I love, I'm going to use everything.
You are very sustainable.
I am. I don't waste.
I can tell. I actually went on Amazon, and there was something on Amazon. They actually make a tool so you can get the last drops of foundation out of your foundation bottle. It's an actual tool for it. I was thinking about it.
Is it it's something daddy? What is it called?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But I thought about you. I was like, I think this is something Belle needs, so she can get every last.
I do, because I'll take the bottle and I'll start pounding it on the brush, and then it just gets everywhere. Or I'll try to find whatever I can in front of me, a stick of some sort, and I'll go in and I'll scoop it out and then
It's
put
not
it on
very
my face.
sanitary. And put it on your face.
Well, it's clean.
Are you
I mean,
sure?
if it, yes, it is. It's clean.
How often do you clean your brushes?
I should clean them more.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Yeah, I should clean them.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay, see? So I actually, the beauty blender, the original beauty blender, I had one and I mean, they're expensive. They're like $20 a beauty blender. And the ones that I have from Amazon, I like them, but it's like $5 for a pack of them. So actually using my original beauty blender, and I have to say it really is a big difference. Like it
Do you
doesn't
love that
soak up
better
as much product. I think I do.
versus a brush?
Which is, I use both.
Really?
Well, I use the beauty blender at the end to blend everything together and to like set everything in place. I don't apply my foundation with the beauty blender. I'll apply my foundation with a brush and then I'll blend everything together. Usually it's to take stuff off because most of the time I think I put too much on and then I'll take half of it off. So but I was actually surprised.
Is lighting too, because when I put my makeup on versus when I go out sunlight, it's like two different shades.
Yeah.
So I gotta wipe or blot more around my face because a little bit too much.
What color do you use to do for your lighting? Are they is it a bright white color?
Well, this one has 3 different settings and I go with the brightest. So I have my mirror that has a light around it, and then I have a ring light above me. So I do the brightest on there. But then I'll go outside, or I'll, when I'm in the car, I'll look in the mirror just to see if everything is blending. Like your neck has to match your face. You can't have 2 different colors on your neck. And that has happened to me where my neck was a whole different color than my head. So you got to blend.
It happens to the best of us.
You got to blend all that all around your face.
Yeah, so that was Mario was talking about by Makeup by Mario, and he said to get ready in the white light. I mean, it's harsh to get ready in, but if you get ready in that white light, it will blend everything out because there's no color in the light. It won't make anything warm. And then once you go out in the sunlight, you won't have that problem. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, it's hard to look at yourself in that light sometimes. It's a harsh light. But when I go out in the sun or when I like go into the warm light, like I have my ring light on now, it looks a lot better. So it's hard to look at though, getting ready.
It's a little bit too bright. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit.
Yeah, but it helps because then once you get ready, you don't have to, when you're in the car looking at yourself, just checking in the visor and you're like, well, that sucks. I have blush on most of my face and now I'm gonna look like a clown all day. It helps. So tips and tricks, get ready in the harshest light so that when you are out during the day you don't look like a clown. Just saying. So what color are you gonna pick up next for MAC?
Probably, so my one color that I always would get is Diva. Diva is another darker color, and that was my favorite color. So I'm going to try that, the Ruby Woo, and the Velvet Teddy. I've never gotten that one, so I want to.
Yeah, that one was really good. Where did it go? Hold on, let me go through my OCD of makeup really fast. Can't just have one. So that is the Velvet Teddy. It looks darker on me than I expected it to look, but it's a really pretty color.
Is it more of a pink shade?
No, it's a brown. It's a very neutral brown.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
I think it's the lighting that's doing that. Let me take it back. Yeah, it looks just pink, but no, it's actually a very neutral brown. So those are probably my two. If I had to rank them, my two favorites were the Viva Glam VG2, and then the Velvet Teddy. So there was Honey. I think it's called Honey Love, which I wanted to get, but I got the Viva Glam or Viva Planet instead.
I have another one that's more of a pink shade. I forgot what that one is called. And that's the original formula. So I got to see what that one is. That one's really pretty.
Go to the Ulta or the MAC store. Like a light pink.
It's more of a lighter pink. I mean, I love all colors.
Is it Angel? Angel's a frost color, though. So other than the MAC lipsticks. Is there any other new products you added to your rotation?
Actually,
Doesn't have to be makeup or skincare.
I tried Kylie's mauve palette, and
Okay.
it's got pretty colors in there. It's a really pretty palette, so I tried that just to see if I liked it. And so far, I like that one. Not bad. She's got some good stuff.
Really?
And I'll probably, yeah, just try it. She's
No.
got different color palettes.
Sorry. I'll buy lipstick. I'll buy a drugstore. I'm not. No, it's not happening.
No.
As much as I love you, that's never going to happen.
Well, the colors are pretty. The colors are pretty. Just have to try. What about you? Anything else new that you've gotten?
So mine's actually skincare. So I've actually been using the Peter Thomas Roth. He makes hyaluronic eye patches for under your eyes. So I've been using those under my eyes the past couple of days. I like them.
And
they make you
notice it? Does it make you feel alert, awake? Does it like refresh the eyes?
It smooths stuff out, so I don't look as tired. So
that's what I was telling you the other day. I think I'm just getting old.
Try some eye patches. They help a little bit.
I will. I think I will.
There's one of my friends. She wears them every morning. She goes on her walks and stuff with her dogs, and she'll wear them out, just running around with the dogs. So yeah, I mean, I do it. I would do it too, but I don't really go anywhere in the mornings these days. So, is there anything new you wanted to try?
I would like to try Victoria Beckham's makeup.
Oh.
I've been looking at I was looking at her skincare line, her lipsticks. I want to try her stuff.
What are you going to start with?
Really good. Try lipstick. What color is your lipstick again? That's her.
I'll have to go look. I don't remember. I'd have to go see. I'll send it to you. But it's good formula.
Does she have is it matte or is it more creamier?
No, it's satin, but you can probably you can make it matte. You can put little powder in it.
Make it more drier.
Yeah, there's a new technique. If you like put powder on top of the lipstick and then you apply it on your lips, it's supposed to make the satin formula matte.
Really?
I saw it on TikTok, so it has to be true.
Okay. So yes, I'd like to try her lipstick. Most definitely.
I like them. Especially since one was my wedding lipstick, I definitely like them. But I have a lot of her stuff too, and there wasn't one product that I really didn't like of hers. So
which was that?
No, there wasn't anything.
Oh, there wasn't.
No, okay. I like all of. Actually, there was one. So the primer that she makes just a no color, and she made one that was golden. The golden is like way too golden orange for me. I actually threw it away.
Really?
Because it was just way too orange. So I think it was just my skin tone it just didn't work with. But everything else I loved. She started coming out with more skincare. So she just came out with oil. Yeah, an oil cleanser and a water-based cleanser. And I was looking at it because the water-based cleanser has lactic acid in it. So I thought that would be good for my skin. So but we will see.
You need to pick some up. You need to pick some up.
I don't need to pick anything else up right now. I'm trying to be in a low buy, and this isn't working very well because I don't buy one thing. I buy 8 of them at once, and everything that I can get my hands. It's not okay.
That's okay. It's all right. I support you.
I know you support me. I don't think Ed appreciates it sometimes. I don't think he appreciates my stress shopping, but it actually does help. So,
I think
do you stress shop?
Yes. Even if I just bought one thing, it makes me happy. So, and I'm good with that. A lipstick or a palette or an eyeliner. Speaking of eyeliner, you're talking about here new techniques. Have you done anything new?
I have. So did you know I wrote that down, or did you just ask that question?
No,
it was my new technique that I wrote down. But so I guess you're reading my mind because we didn't even talk about that. So I did. So I'm using eyeliner actually as my eyeshadow. So again, really? I'm on this MAC kick right now. Yep. So MAC Costa Riche brown eyeliner. I used it, and then I used a very blendable. So I used a brush to blend it down, and then I took my bronzer and I used my bronzer to blend out the edges. It actually worked really well. It's very easy and very fast. So Costa Riche by MAC is one of the things another thing that I'm definitely in love with. So I wanted to give MAC another try. I don't know why. I think maybe some kind of nostalgia, but I think I've definitely fell in love with their brand over the past couple weeks. So
always have. And so now this just reinforces that I need to get all the lipsticks.
Told you.
Jason's gonna be
39.
He's gonna be happy. He's gonna be happy with that.
I'm sure he'll buy them all for you too. So I don't think he'll have any problems with that. Though. But another thing I actually do want to try is Guerlain is coming out with a new meteorites. Did you ever use meteorites by Guerlain? It's their pearl powders. So I collect them. And so they haven't come out with a new one in a new color in probably a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. So they're coming out with a new color. And I think that's a new one I'm going to add to my collection when it comes out in the spring. It's like a very pink pearly color. So
that'll be really pretty.
Yeah, the last pink color I had to get from England because it never came to the US. Actually, it did, but it sold out so fast I had to find a beauty advisor in England to find me the product. It was not cheap, and I will never do that again.
Holy.
But I have it in my collection.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, what new techniques are you trying?
So, I've tried to always do a wing, and for me it's always new for me because it is so hard for me to do. One wing will be this way, one wing will be that. And as much as I've done it through the years, I can never get them even. So for me, it's always new because I can't get that down. I don't know what it is. I was thinking my eyeballs are crooked because I was like, wait, why is this one is like this and this one's like this? And then I end up having to go back and redo it over and over again. So I'll either try or I'll just give up. Or I'll do powder versus a liquid liner.
Mm-hmm.
The liquid liner I'll do, but one side will be thicker or one side will be thinner. One side will be more pointier, the other side. So I'm trying to figure out the balance to make it even. And it's so hard for me to do. I don't know why. So then I just end up doing black shadow and just brushing it in and then doing it that way, which is easier. But I love the wing liner. I don't know. I just can't seem to do it right. Like I said, is my eyes crooked? One eyeball this way.
Your eyes, no. You tried doing it with a brush, dipping it in like the gel little pot, like Bobbi Brown has one, and then doing it with a brush?
Actually, no. I've always gotten the liner and the pencil,
Mm-hmm.
the liquid liner. And I actually used, a while back, I got Stila, and I did not like it at all. It was horrible. It was dry. It didn't go on smoothly. I won't buy that one again. I did not like that at all. But I did get a NYX
Try the gel brush.
Okay, I'll try that one.
Are you a little bit more even now?
What? My eyeballs?
Yes, not your eyeballs. The liner is the NYX line. Does the NYX liner help your eyeballs more even?
It better than the Stila. The Stila was I had to start all over. I had to put on some makeup remover, erase all that, and start again. And once you put down your foundation and your eyeshadow, and then you do that, you start all over again. It sucks. So I won't do Stila again. No, I don't like it.
Try the brush technique. I think that's what helped me because you don't have to move the brush that much to get the pointed tip on the wing liner.
I will use that. Thanks for the tip.
You are welcome. But you are from LA, so if you can't do a wing liner, it's not, you cannot be from where we're from and not be able to do a wing liner. It's just a cultural thing. It's like,
I know. Like I said,
it's a requirement.
It is a requirement. It's got to be done right because I love that look. I love that look. I think that's probably one of my favorite looks, but I just can't seem to get it done right. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it with a brush and the
gel pot.
Thank you. Thank you for filling that out for me.
So when I graduated from the academy, you take academy pictures. And in Southern California, having a winged eyeliner is the thing that you do, especially in LA. And so my female drill instructor in the academy specifically instructed us to not do a wing liner because we weren't allowed to wear makeup for the last 6 months. She said, do not do a wing liner for your pictures because she thought it would date us. So she said, you guys can wear whatever makeup that you want to wear, but do not do a wing liner. So, because she didn't. So, none of us did wing liners.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that
it's also kind of morbid because, well, it's kind of morbid because, unfortunately, if you are killed in the line of duty in law enforcement, your academy picture is the picture that they put out to the media. And so she didn't want that picture, unfortunately, to be dated and have that picture put out to the media with someone having wing liner. So none of us did our wing liner.
Wow.
It's actually kind of true, though, because it's just stuff you don't think about. And so that was just something we're like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. So none of us had wing liner.
I just
we barely wore any makeup.
Wing liner.
No. What about your last empty product? What was your last empty product?
I'm almost out of Province Beauty, the
Ooh.
French company.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually will buy more of the hyaluronic serum, and I actually like it a lot.
Good.
So I'm gonna get more of that. Yeah.
Good.
They have good stuff.
That's good.
But I'm almost out of that. What about you?
So my last empty again was the skincare. It was the Tatcha water cream. I don't know if you've ever, because I break out sometimes, and so the Tatcha water cream I'll use when my skin is a little bit more oily, and it just is like really light cloud consistency. So I've gone through bottle after bottle of that. So I always buy it when it's on sale, and I just stock up on it. So that was my last empty. So What about, are you breaking up with any products that you're not using anymore?
I don't use Ordinary anymore. That's a Sephora brand as well as Ulta. And I haven't used that in a while. I have bottles of them, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it's done anything. I've gotten the caffeine one, and I'll
had that
under
one
my eyes. But again, I haven't really feel like it's done anything. So no, I've stopped using that, or their hyaluronic serum, or I forgot what the pore one was. I got that too. And I don't know. I don't really see a difference on that. So I'm going to try to find something else.
I use them. I use those exact same products for a while, and this same thing. I got rid of them because I didn't see any results from them. So it didn't make any difference.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just a pretty bottle, and it just looks exciting. And you're like, ooh, this looks fun.
And they did a good packaging job. Yeah.
I think so I don't think I'll use their products. Yeah.
My product that I'm breaking up was I need to stop buying eyeshadows because my drawer of stuff that I've never used is 99% eyeshadows because I don't wear it every day. So I have all these palettes and these beautiful eyeshadows from a lot that I haven't used. It's a lot. So
how many colors do you think you have?
I am determined to go through all of my eyeshadows. Colors or palettes? Like 50.
Colors
that I haven't used. Yeah, probably like 20, 30. Lots of colors.
That's a lot.
Lots of everything.
That's a lot of colors.
But I'm
fun.
Trying to make a vow to use stuff. But when you have too much of it, it gets overwhelming.
You just use a different one every day.
Yeah, and then I find a new technique like using. No, I can't. I could. That's what I've been doing, is trying to be more conscious of using everything. So, but any beauty news that you're paying attention to?
Well, I was reading up on spring colors, spring routine. What's new and coming up here on spring and summer, the look, but I will always have the same look. I don't have a spring color. It's just what I feel like wearing that day, which is pretty much always, other than my lipstick being different. I always have the same look, but I don't know, spring routine, being glowy. What about you? What have you been reading up on?
You're glowy? You're not glowy. You don't like glowy.
No, not me.
Are you going to be glowy for the spring?
No, I don't even. I put
not
a hat
me.
on in the sun. Not me. I'll put a hat on. With all my tattoos, I don't even think I tan. Maybe up from here, but with having my arms covered and my back, I cover up. I don't want to be in the sun. Only for a little bit, but I told you what happened last time. I ended up getting a mustache from the melasma. Remember?
No more mustaches. Yes, I
I
remember.
told you, Jason tried to bite
It was
off.
a
It
talked
wasn't-
about subject. Yeah. Yes. I thought that was very funny. He liked that conversation. So,
But
well, we both
so,
definitely need sunscreen because we're both heavily tattooed. So,
oh yeah,
you have more than I do, don't you? Don't you think? Do you?
I think you've got both legs done.
You think
right?
body percentage were even? Yeah. You have your
I
back
don't know.
done. I don't have you have your back and your stomach done. I don't have that.
My back, my stomach, one leg. I gotta finish the other leg. Both hands, my arms.
Your neck.
I think that
arms.
Yeah, my neck. Eventually, I'm gonna finish all this, but I think if we if we're side by side, I think we would, it would be a
We
lot
match.
of tattoos together. Yeah, we match. There you go. It's fine. It's all good.
I actually used hustle butter this morning, even though I haven't had any tattoos for a while, because I like it just as a moisturizer. So I put it on my legs. I love that. That's probably one of my favorite products ever was hustle butter. It's all because of you.
It's so funny you said that because I put it on today on my tattoos on my legs today too. I pulled it out and I went, oh, I forgot about this. See, I was like, I know
it
I
smells
bought
really
some
good.
hustle butter. It does actually. It really, really does. Oh, there was another thing.
One of my favorite.
Another thing. What was it? I was reading up on scrubbing your scalp. Have you done that?
Mm-hmm.
You have.
I do it. Yeah, I have a little tool, a little scrubby tool, and I scrub my scalp.
There's
I have to with all the hair product. Mm-hmm.
Well, they have some hair scrub. Hair scrub. Have you tried that?
I've done that. I have. I like the tool better.
And does it have like little
teeth?
Well, in the scrub, what has it got in the scrub? Does it have like little rocks?
Little beads. Yes, little crumbs.
Beads. I said little rocks.
Little beads.
I was like
crumbs, rocks, beads. I mean, it might actually be rocks. I think you might be right on that one. They might actually be little rocks.
I've never used it. So, do you notice a difference on your scalp?
No, I notice more of a difference when I use a little scrubbing tool on my scalp to get my hair clean. Because I do a double cleanse on my hair because of all the product I use in my hair from work. And so I have to double cleanse my hair. So I use a tool to help cleanse my scalp and my hair. It works. It gets everything out. It makes your hair clean and soft.
Is it like a comb?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
It's like a little flat comb. I'll send it to you. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little tool to scrub. And it feels good.
Okay, so
it's supposed to help hair growth too. So hair growth is another episode. That's because we both have hair growth and hair issue stories. So we're going to save the rest of that for another episode.
Yeah.
Because it's literally a whole episode. So we're gonna finish up the lipstick episode today. So my news story was actually on lipstick. So one of my favorite brands, Celine, is actually launching a beauty brand, a beauty side of their brand. It's going to launch in 2024, the end of 2024, and it's going to start with. They're going to start with one lipstick, and then they're going to expand the beauty line from there. So Celine is owned by Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. So they definitely have some good backing, but they're going to start with one lipstick, and then they're going to launch into their whole beauty brand. So hold on.
I read about that.
I posted on our story this morning because we're recording a couple of days before this is going to launch. So
it's exciting.
It is. I'm very excited about it. So, but they'll start with one lipstick and then we'll see how they do from there.
And knowing
I think they'll probably expand.
And you'll get
everything.
Know.
I'd love to, but I would love to, but with my new, hopefully new low buy, I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, probably. I'll at least pick up one. So that's new. Celine's going to launch their beauty brands. We've now fell in love with the new Macximal lipsticks. We went over our whole makeup meditation rotation for the same questions that we answer every time we do a podcast. So again, follow us on Instagram. It's makeup_meditation_podcast. Our podcast is now on most podcasting platforms. And we actually had a couple podcasts listened to in England and Germany. So I thought that was pretty cool. So people internationally are listening to our podcast, which for us, I think that is just really cool. So
that's so exciting.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. So we're having fun with it and still going. Hopefully we'll be able to do more podcasts, but podcasting is definitely a new venture for both of us, and it actually does take a lot of time that goes into it. So
And
we
it's
both
so much
have
fun.
lots of stuff going on. It is fun. We kind of get off topic, but we try to stay on topic, and we have lots of notes for everything that we do every day. But we sometimes things just come up, and we try to talk about it and get everything done. So thank you for listening. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Bel.
And we will talk to you and see you if you're watching Spotify next time. Thanks. Have a good day.
Thank you.